Previously, in the Shattered Lands, the weary heroes made their way back to the Temple of the Argent Lord. They were grateful for the prospect of hot meals and warm beds, although Aelwyn still preferred sleeping in the stable with Ruathane to a bed within the temple. Many conversations and meetings were had, including making the acquaintance of Rend and Zephyr, members of the pack. After dinner, Aelwyn and Bertram had a long talk as the cleric sensed the druid was troubled. Aelwyn was troubled by the situation with the elves and homesick, as well as worried. Bertram offered what counsel and solace he could, trying his best to comfort his comrade. Meanwhile, Sir Venric was challenged to a duel by an angry young knight, Sir Emran Drayton, who blamed Venric for the death of his brother Corbin. Venric tried to explain that death happens in war, and Corbin was one among many who had died defending the town of Calfort that day, but the young Emran wouldn't have it, and threw down the gauntlet. Honor bound, Venric had no choice but to accept the challenge with the nearby dwarf Rend standing up as his second. That night, Venric and Celibus attended the evening service, which was preached by Sister Fiona, who delivered a stirring message. After the sermon, Father Gedwin told them he needed to speak with the group, and they all gathered in his chambers. Filling the priest in on all that they'd learned in Fartham, Gedwin was troubled, especially about the unit of light-sworn knights that had gone missing there. He had long wondered if his friend Sir Lyndon had met his end there, and asked the adventurers to look for him if they got the chance. Bertram talked with Fiona as he'd learned that she was upset that he hadn't been able to hear her give her first sermon. The young priestess thought that her friend was angry, that she'd been chosen to deliver a message, but he assured her it was nothing like that. She told him of the journey she was soon to take, and they parted friends still. That night, Vrixis the dragon enjoyed a bit too much wine with the dwarf Rend, and the alcohol affected his draconic mind quite strangely, much to the amusement of the others. The next day, Venric met young Emran at dawn at the fountain outside the temple. Sir Venric gave the other knight a final chance to let the matter drop, but the young man refused, swearing that it would be to the death. The combat that followed was brutal, but ultimately short, Venric making short work of his challenger. Although the younger knight showed skill, daring, and promise, Emran's man-at-arms, Clive, begged for his young master's life, and Venric agreed, not willing to take a life unnecessarily, and was commended by the crowd and Father Gedwin for his mercy and his skill. In the aftermath of the duel, Celibus sold much of the treasure that the group had found, and the heroes realized they'd made quite a good deal of money. They began then to plan how to spend what they had, as well as what their next steps would be. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Smells like plate mail in here.
Bunch of sweaty nights.
Plate mail, he says.
Well, I believe we had talked about perhaps hiring a few more hirelings.
Yes, we were all going to head to the armorer first. Then we were going to look into hiring.
Yes, I had last episode. I had distributed all of all of your gold, correct?
Yes, I have it written down.
Yeah, except for the stuff that we were not able to sell yet. But other than that, I split everything up, so everybody should have their new totals.
Yep.
So, who would like to accompany me to the armorer?
I'll go.
Yeah, as will I.
I'll go too.
Bertram sets out for
Realizing
the
how
local.
much of this is disconnected for some reason. Yes, so you guys are going shopping, apparently.
Just a small shopping trip, I think.
Just for you, because you're the only one that matters, correct?
No, that's not true. Anybody who else wants plate, let's all get plate.
Feel like I said it correctly. I'm not trying to sow discord.
It's a fool who argues with his DM.
All right, you guys. You guys, let's see. Let me find my place. There's not my place. these technical difficulties. You make your way to Beginnings, which is 5 on the map. Beginnings is run by the Bright Hearth family, the family of halflings that runs the local shop. Now, this is the day after all of those events, so this is the morning of Friday the 19th. As you guys are making your way around to spend money, it's just a likely cloudy day. It's getting chillier, but you make your way to Beginnings. As you enter, you see some halfling kids running around. You see a halfling man that is just kind of mostly stocking the back and moving things around. And then you see a halfling woman, middle-aged. She's got her hair pulled back. She has a pencil, and it looks like she's writing in a logbook. And as you enter, she says, well met. Oh, Master Salvis, good to see you again. And what can I do for you today? Here to spend, perhaps, some of that gold?
Yes.
Yes, in fact. Well, my friend is, to be fair.
Bertram, good to see you. I haven't seen you in quite some time.
It's been a while. I've been away. I'm here for plate mail.
Plate mail, you said? My goodness. Well, we can certainly take some measurements. I'm sure we have something. And she says, as she looks over, she says, Hugo, Bertram wishes to be fitted for plate mail. I believe we have some in stock. And Hugo says, I believe we do, yes. Come with me, Bertram.
Bertram was sucking his gut a little bit.
No need for all that.
Okay,
you want plate mail to fit well and it'll look well and most importantly keep you alive. Come in the back. We'll take some measurements.
Follow Hugo.
And as Hugo Brighthearth leads you in the back, to be measured, what are the rest of you doing? Actually, Venric, did you come?
I said I did, but it wouldn't make sense because I don't need any armor. I probably would have hung back between the stables.
You can buy more than just the armor here, depending on. This is like not an armorer, but this is like the main. This is like the main store. But if there's nothing you wish to buy, you're good.
Yeah, actually no, because I'm going to need to stock up on potions and poultices as well. So
rations.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I could use some trail rations.
Oh, of course. And she starts. You see her pull out a fresh piece of parchment. She gets her quill, and she starts up. How many days, dear? And she starts. Pretty much, you guys can go ahead and buy regular rations, regular gear, for regular prices, standard prices. The prices are fair, but they are set.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll buy a week's worth.
Okay. You guys can go through and buy anything you're looking for like that. It's anything out of the ordinary that we have to take a look for.
Okay.
Yep.
And I get an extra bowstring as well if she has any of those.
He does.
Okay. One of those.
Is this where we're going to be able to find potions and poultices as well?
Yep. She can sell all of that to you.
Great.
Oh, good. Because we will definitely need to stock up on some of those as well.
Obviously, within reason. So she says, well, how many are we looking to buy?
How many do you have?
All of them.
Well, let me take a look.
I think what you heard me say was bring me some eggs and bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring me all the eggs and bacon that you have.
Well, you're in luck. She has the actual maximum amount for gold piece value that she could have. She has 10 healing potions for sale. However,
my God.
It will take some time for me to restock. You should know that.
Okay.
She has only 6 healing poultices, however.
Okay, well, we could each get 2 potions, and then whoever wants to have a third could buy the third.
I might suggest something. Just an opinion. Clay seems to be nearly dying a lot. I think we should get him a potion that he should have on him at all times. Just saying.
That's a good point.
I think
Very
that's a
good
great
point.
idea.
Bendrick says, I hate that kid. I don't want him to have a potion. Do not understand what side of this I'm coming down on.
Potions.
He's the drill sergeant. Yeah.
How much are potions again?
50 gold, I
50
think.
gold.
Okay, so I will buy 2.
I also will buy 2.
Poultices
Just
are...
well.
Jerry, do you have poultices, the amount for that?
Poultices are 20.
20.
I will buy one of the poultices as well.
Here's a question, stalwart cleric.
Yes, sir.
Have you tithed?
Not yet. I just got my loot last go round, but I will be doing that.
Oh, so you tithe off the bottom, not off the top. I see.
No, I forgot. It was the end of the session, man.
Oh, the Argent Lord understands.
You know, I don't like the way you're saying what you're saying.
When he fought that demon horde to safeguard your soul, yes, that's exactly what he
No,
had.
Bertram will definitely be tithing off the first fruits.
90%, right? You remember we discussed that in character creation.
There's 90 cents. Yeah.
Does she have like equipment so I could brew potions?
She
That I
can
can
sell you alchemical, like a mortar and pestle. Not immortal. You're immortal.
Sell me a mortal now!
She can sell you, an alchemical kit, should you wish it. The whole shebang with some vials and some different things.
Okay. I'm looking
As well
on
as
the...
like a starter amount of ingredients.
Okay. I'm looking on the equipment list and I don't see it. How much would that
Nope.
be?
She tells you that now she has a nice travel kit if you wish to spend extra.
Ooh, yeah,
Normally-
travel would be better.
Normally she can sell you one for 25 gold. However, a travel kit that will kind of all close up and protect your bottles and your other things like that will cost you 40 gold.
Okay, I will buy it.
Just make sure that you write in there that it is a travel kit.
Okay.
I would ask her. I have an odd question for you.
Of course.
I am looking for the purposes of scribing scrolls and whatnot. Sometimes it is easier to do a lot of the work in a book and then pull it out from there. Sometimes, do you have anything that would be more easily rippable? Some of the parchment is rather, like say when you try to tear it, it's maybe not perforated, or I don't know what the word you would use. But do you have anything that would be easily to protect them as I'm working on things? But
Actually, yes, I do. I have a book that they're not what we would think of as perforated, but the sheets they have scored lines on them, and they're not bound so tightly, and they're kind of designed. They're only like held in 5 places where you can kind of like pop, and the whole thing will come out.
5
And-
stars.
She can sell that. It has 30 pages within the book, and she can sell that to you for 20 gold.
perfect, and I will give her it gladly.
Probably a good time for you to stock up. No, you haven't really done much writing, have you, Celibus?
I have done a little bit, but I need some more parchment as well.
Well, yeah, because the dragon has been doing some of that. So probably
He's been
parchment
doing notes and
and
things like that,
also ink.
and some
So-
more ink.
I
Go
buy
ahead
some
and
of that
assume-
too.
Okay.
For scrolls.
Yeah, I'll probably do that in a minute. The potion thing, everyone got 2, so there's 2 left over, right?
Well, I
Yeah.
bought the one for Clay, so there would be one left, I believe.
Okay, 1 left. Does anyone else want that?
Maybe we should. I guess we haven't really talked about it, but maybe we should get one and give it to Copper if he's going to be coming along with us.
For Arnall, because we know, Arnall as well.
I will buy one of the poultices that are left.
You all have actually, for the record, not discussed with Copper. You haven't seen much of him, so
Yeah.
if you are wanting to keep him with you, you may want to discuss that, have conversation there.
Good point.
I might be interested in buying the potion thing and scroll thing that Celibus and Aelwyn got, but I gotta see how much this is. I've deducted my tithe, ready to go when I get back to off the top.
Oh, you did? You did?
I did.
tithe.
I always was going to.
How much is plate mail in the list?
4 million gold pieces.
You
How did
don't
you
talk anymore.
It
Uh,
says 250.
Oh my god, my heart stopped. I looked at the full plate. It's 250.
Okay. It is 250. And Hugo, during all this stuff where they're out there, they're buying and selling, Hugo says, all right, I think we've got your measurements. It's going to be a few days for me to get this ready and get it sized properly to you, but it'll fit you perfectly like a glove. There are straps for many of the things, but we also need to make some adjustments, to the breastplate, into different things. You've got big shoulders there, lad. So are you interested in the plate mail?
I will take it. I also would like to take that traveling potion kit.
Well, for that's a pretty rare item. No, she had one of those.
Okay. I could probably store a regular potion thing in my traveling temple, though. So what would a regular one be?
The larger one was, what did I say, Kate, 20?
Yes.
25, I thought you said. Thinking back.
25. So the difference here with this one is this is more of like, it's got all the same stuff, but it's just more spread out. It's like larger rack and things like that. But you can even bolt it to the wall. And again, as you say, in your temple, it's going to be fine. For her prancing around on soon-to-be jerky elf,
Mixing in potions on the back. Jerky? Oh, I didn't catch it. I thought you're like, she's riding around and jerking her.
You have to understand those beastmen aren't going to make him into jerky. They're going to eat him raw immediately.
Those beefmen, you can't quit.
Beefmen, it's true. So,
how much was that? The scroll equipment.
Well, are you talking about the type of book he bought, or are you talking about just scroll pages?
Just to make scrolls and like the ink and stuff.
That should all be in the regular.
Oh, my bad.
All regular gear should be
Looks
there.
like
I rebought my vials of ink.
Yep,
same
that's one
parchment
gold.
I had. And I actually rebought 2 of the quills because at some point I think I got caught in some sort of fire at some point. So a feather pill.
A fire of your own
quill.
creation.
Probably. So a feather quill, I know it would be partially burned.
You guys see Venric get bored. He just overturns the vials or like the shelf with all the ink. Nerds.
Yeah.
What a jock! God. I'm kind of half jock though, so I'm also with you. Nerds.
Y'all writing and doing stuff.
Boring.
I think that's it for me.
He as well.
Now she also has, regular adventuring gear too. If there's any of that you guys want to buy, I'm not sure. But Venric, did I hear you say at one point you wanted a larger tent for Clay to sleep in?
I actually did. Yep, I want to get a large tent.
Okay, because I thought I remembered you saying something at one point.
Yep.
Because Clay,
A
it just wasn't big
large
enough for him
tent.
to sleep in there.
It's 50 gold pieces, Benric.
I'll buy 2. No, I'm kidding. I'll buy 1.
Good.
And gold that. And I would like to purchase a small chest with lock and key if they have one.
Oh yeah, they have that.
Okay.
Awesome.
We're each getting 2 potions and 2 poultices, correct?
The 2 poultices, I don't think we got.
There were only 6 poultices.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So we got.
But
Like
there
I
should
only
be
got.
enough for you to buy 2 if you want, Venric, because I
just bought one.
Bertram bought 1. So if you want 2,
Yeah,
you can.
I didn't even buy one because I still had some left over.
Okay. Yep, I'll buy 2 poultices, 2 potions, and the large tent.
Bertram has tithed 80 gold.
Oh! You go back to the temple and tie that, much to the clinkety clink, and the others are like, oh my. Fiona seems mildly impressed.
Well, she freaking should be, because that's a lot of money.
And then
But
she
I don't
doesn't
care.
like that you're making a show of it. She walks away.
I didn't make a show. I secretly, quietly went in there.
And she hates a man who explains herself that much. So it's over.
She needs
No,
a
I'm
kidding.
kidding.
There's no clue.
I kid because I love.
So
I
that
believe
is
is
sweet,
all
dude.
kind of shopping.
I bought 5 vials of ink, 2 quills, small chest with a lock and key, 3 scroll tubes.
Did you say a Glock and key?
Yep, it's a new item. I saw it in
He
the
just
thing.
had that lying
Lock and
around.
key, baby.
Yeah.
Bertram pulls out his boomstick.
Yeah, they're two completely separate things. It's just a pistol, and he just has a key for like his front door or something.
It's how it works, guys.
It's home security 101.
Point me at the priestess, please.
Well, if we're done shopping, then should we? I guess, once we leave the building, we could maybe talk. Does everyone want Copper to come with us?
I do.
Before you get into that, and I'll get out of the way, but Bertram, he tells you it'll be 3 days and your armor will be ready.
3 days. Can we hang around for 3 days?
Certainly. I think we have a few more things to do. And thank you very much for the business.
You're quite welcome.
Yes. Thank you.
And then we'll kind of head on outside. So please continue, Ellen.
Oh, I was just gonna say that log traps were about the death of us, so it might not be a bad idea to bring him along.
I too like the idea of somebody who can deal with those things.
I hate to admit, I'm torn on it because we could absolutely use his skills, but is he to be trusted? So far, yes, but just a man of his trades, makes me question.
You trusted the rest of us with no proof. I mean,
You're not
To
a
be
thief,
fair,
though.
at least we have
that.
the one thing we have on our side is his loyalty. We did save his life, so even
Yes.
amongst thieves, sometimes there are blood debts and things like that. So hopefully that would count for something. Then again, you are right; he is a thief.
If he wrongs us, he will pay the consequences.
Well,
True.
let's hope he doesn't.
I don't think
But-
he would.
Thus far, I haven't run across any other rogues or thieves that are handing out their trade. But we could look.
I trust Copper.
Well, that's the thing, is he's a thief. Any other thief would be the same. Copper specifically hasn't given us any reason to not trust him.
And
he could have
as I
ran
say,
back at the camp when he got attacked. He could have hid and he
That's
could have
true.
ran.
that is true. He could have
That's a
gotten
good
killed if
point.
Wolf hadn't shown up.
He did stay and fight.
I say we bring
All
him.
right, let's talk with him.
Has anyone? I guess we could ask around and see where he's at. Probably in the main
yeah, I haven't
temple.
seen him since we got back.
Also consider looking for guards.
Yes, we talked about perhaps, but I was thinking about that, Brother Bertram. You would know better than any of us. Are there many, guard hirelings?
Well, there are folks that travel, through the temple. They don't necessarily stay in this small town near the temple, but there could be. It's depending on the seasons and what they're
True.
after. But in terms of testing their mettle, I don't mind looking. But I think Sir Venric would be a good eye to that. He's very skilled with that blade. think
I
he
just
would know.
simply more meant from the standpoint of is it a common practice for the priesthood to have extra traveling guards and soldiers and the like.
Would Bertram know if there was any that actually were in town? Or is it just
Bertram knows that, remember, all of you would know this. Here, this is the gateway to the Shattered Lands, the Lonely Valley. So even if they're not here to stay or they're here traveling through and from, there's all kinds of different people many different times. That's why a place like Beginnings can do such a brisk trade. Normally, like a temple wouldn't see all this activity. But in this case, yeah, you definitely, know that it's not a guarantee, but there's very likely people around. Your best bet, Bertram, would be to ask some of the different knights and things, or even Father Gedwin that are around, the people that are stationed here that know different, that what they think.
Yes, let's go ask Father Gedwin if he could recommend us to some.
Why don't we
Very
split
good.
up? You do that, and I'll go track down Copper and see if he wants to come along.
Bertram, I'll go with you.
All right, sounds good.
I'll go with Helen.
All right. As we... What's that?
I was just gonna say, are you guys agreed to hire if there's potential of 4 and a captain or 6 and a captain?
Yes, I'm in agreement to put however much gold we need to to get men, or as much men as we can. I'm going
Okay.
to put my into that.
All right, sounds good. Bertram will head off to go find Father Gedwin.
All right.
We'll tag along.
So, Bertram and Zenrik, you make your way. You realize it's been, you've seen Copper here and there. But one thing you realize as you're making your way, you haven't seen him like in the temple very much. But he also has the tendency to kind of fade in the background a lot of times. And so, asking around, going back to where some of your people are, you actually, young Clay, he tells you that Copper had come to see him and that he'd been staying out. He's just been staying out near the wagons and stuff. And essentially, from what he tells you, he thinks he's just been sleeping out in the cart that he was sleeping in. The cart the wizard kind of took over. But he thinks he's just been sleeping out there. Wait, you guys are not seeking Copper. I'm sorry. Aelwyn and Celadus are seeking Copper.
Yeah, we can do them first, though, since you're.
All right. Well, anyhow, Aelwyn and Celadus. Let's jump to you. My bad. Clay tells you I think he's sleeping out there, and I asked him why he didn't want to sleep in here, and he just said something about liking wide open spaces or something. Are we leaving soon, by the way?
I think so.
We have a couple of days at the very least.
Oh, very good, very good. I'm sure I won't need these crutches by then. He throws them in the corner. No, he doesn't. But he's trying to stand as straight as he can.
All right. Well, I'm sure Venric will come let you know, but yeah, it sounds like maybe a couple days, and then we'll be heading back out on the road.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. How is Sir Venric?
Good. He looks good. How's your pup?
Oh, he's good. I've got to name him soon. I've just got so many names swirling around in my head,
You gotta pick a good one.
Yes, you're right. And after leaving Clay, you make your way back out of the temple, and you go over, and sure enough, he's not in the wagon currently, but you can see he's got a little tarp kind of furled across and sticks propping it up towards he's turned the back of the cart into pretty much a makeshift tent, and he's not in his bedroll or anything, but he's got a fire going. He's kind of sitting out there, and looks like he's got a loaf of bread he's got from somewhere. He's kind of picking at it. As you make your way up, he says, he stands to his feet. It's good to see you all.
You too.
You as well.
And I'll come sit by the fire with him.
No rain, at least.
Yeah, well, I'll probably change soon. We wanted to come see if you had any plans now that, you've gained your freedom, and to see if you're possibly interested in coming along with us. If not.
Oh, well, I had thought of it. I can't go back, so if I'm being honest, I kind of hoped maybe the offer would come. I want you to know I'm grateful for saving me and all. But I'm guessing you want me to go along, find traps, slit throats when necessary.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
You kind of see a bit of a shift come over Copper. And it's not like he's looking hard at you, but you kind of see a hard edge to him now that you're talking about business. And he says, "All right, look, I'm real grateful for y'all saving my life and everything, but my services, I want a full share. It's one thing for me to sit back at camp, but it's another thing for me to go, delving into whatever crazy, dangerous dungeons or caves or places. I mean, you go, and wouldn't be coming on as a hireling if we go any further with this. And I understand if you can't do that, or if you want to talk to the others. I mean, you all saved my life, and I want to make that up to you. But man's got to make his way in the world.
Yes, I think we're all in agreement with that. Shared risk, shared reward.
Oh,
So, as long as you do your part, I think, and don't leave us high and dry, we all split things equally.
that sounds amazing.
In fact, to be completely honest, to sweeten the pot, Copper, and not only that, but to get you some better gear. And Sylvis actually hands Copper a small pouch that is filled. Now, this won't go very, very far, but it might get you some, new, climbing equipment, some, regular stuff that's that you might need. Some maybe a new armor, perhaps. Sylvis actually hands him a pouch with 50 gold to start.
Sir,
Oh, what a good idea! I'll do the same.
you both give him 50 gold?
Well,
Yeah.
He looks a bit overwhelmed.
you don't.
He
I don't have a whole lot of use for this stuff, anyways.
And you didn't really have a whole lot in the. I know you had some gear left over, but let's be honest, that's mostly been used and torn, and your armor looks fairly beat up, if I'm being completely honest.
He actually grins, and it's the first time you've seen a broad smile on his normally kind of gloomy face. And he's like, I didn't have 2 coppers to rub together. I didn't have... And you realize, looking at this, like, even this tarp he's stretched over, it clearly hasn't been keeping the water off of him.
You may want to buy a tent.
I was going to say,
small one.
Sylvis, that's one of the first things I'm going to do is buy me a tent and some rations. I mean, was very happy when we got back here because I was down to nothing. And of course, the temple, you can get daily meals from here as long as
we all overextended just a little bit. We were all running into our last days, I believe, unfortunately. But unfortunately, you were in a much worse situation to start off. So, but yes, I'm hoping that will, at the very least, get you
maybe
started.
I can buy a potion or 2 as well, because I tell you.
Actually, I bought because we talked about it. So, I got an extra
do that,
one
Elwyn.
in case.
Oh yeah, if you want to just give him that instead of the extra 50 gold, rather than him, going and buying a potion. I'll just give him the 50 gold. You can add that back, and he can take that potion.
Okay, I'll give that to him.
Many thanks. So he has 50 gold, not 100 gold.
Yeah, he'll have 50 gold, but that way he doesn't have to buy a
Right.
potion or anything like that. So he'll, so that way he's still got, still got some lootage.
Thank you very, very much. I am very grateful, and it'd be an honor to serve alongside you.
And for what it's worth, Copper, I will be completely honest with you. I do not expect, in this scenario, I do not expect you to have to take on the brunt of anything, save for, as we've said, traps. Perhaps a little bit of reconnaissance, but even at that, you won't be alone. Aelwyn's very good at that. In many of those things, you'll have help, is what I'm saying.
I thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, fortunes are looking up. I tell you, I was hoping this was going to happen, but I was a little worried, if I'm being honest, that you all would say, well, we saved your life, what more do you want? And while that would have been fair, I guess in some folks' books, I have only my weapons and my wits, and so
The man's got to make a living. If I'm being honest, adventurers tend to come across more gold than most men even know what to do with.
It's true, sir. Well, I won't be needing this anymore. And he goes and rips down the tattered cloth tarp that and it's soaking wet. And he just and you see it's sad. It doesn't even take that much effort for him to rip it down. And as he does so, he looks happy and he's like, well, I'll be off to buy some supplies. When are we leaving?
We still have a few days at the very least, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you, I mean, you're welcome to stay here, but I don't care to sleep inside either, so I'm usually over by the stables, if you don't want to stay by the wagons, but your choice, you're welcome to. But we'll let you know when we're gonna go.
I see. Yeah, I may come over to the stables. I didn't know they let you sleep there. I just,
I
well,
don't know
I'm
that
not,
they let you, I just sort of do it.
oh, I'm just not overly comfortable in temples. It's not that I don't believe in the gods or anything like that. It's just, well,
No,
I've been
it's-
told. I have a
I-
shifty thing.
Well, I mean, to be fair, men of your profession and clergy tend they tend to clash.
This is true. Unfortunately, it is true. But just to say.
All right, well, we will, like Settlers said, we were thinking possibly 3 more days, but we will let you know.
Excellent. I probably will just move my little camp over near the stables then. Since you mentioned it, it'd be a bit more comfortable and, you know.
She's out
And he
there with
seems,
her elk most nights.
yeah, he seems very happy. You know, once you guys are, you notice that, again, he's been a fairly gloomy guy. He's been through torture. He's been through a lot of stuff, not the least of which is he had to, as you remember, he had to leave his home and all that and flee. But you can tell this definitely has got him looking up. And so he seems very, very happy.
But we will see you later then.
Yes, I'll see you later on. All
Very
right,
welcome.
cutting over to, oh, I'm sorry, did I cut someone off?
Nope, I just said farewell, Copper.
Yes, farewell, sir. I'll be seeing you very, very soon. All right, so Brother Bertram, Sir Venric, you make your way to the temple, seeking Father Gedwin. Maybe thinking, Venric's thinking maybe we'll find him in his quarters, but Bertram knows better. He knows that through the day, he's out about the business of the temple, working with people, praying with people, pitching in just the day-to-day work. As you make your way, you find him actually, speaking softly to what looked like a young couple. And you kind of wait at a respectful distance. And Gedwin's like, of course, it's no problem. And the young couple, they both, bless your father, bless you for your wise counsel. We will take it to heart. And they turn away and smile as they walk past. And Gedwin turns, actually, this is the wrong picture because you're not talking to Copper. I don't think you want to talk to him right now. You want to see, there he is, Father Gedwin. He turns, good to see you.
Good to see you, Father.
Well,
We were hoping to see if there's any guards we could hire for our encampment while we travel. Do you know of any good men that we could seek out?
Well, there's a group you may want to seek out. Yeah, yes, I think it would be beneficial to both groups. You're going to want to talk to the leftovers.
Sounds
Yes.
like my kind of group, actually.
Well, their leader is a man named Duncan Scarrow, and I don't think he's overly fond of the name the leftovers, but I'll let you discuss that with him. They've got a camp not far away. They're new to the Shattered Lands, and again, don't wish to tell their business, but they might be worth talking to. I think you might be able to help each other. Duncan seems a good man and trustworthy.
Well, I appreciate the heads up. And I think we'll head over there unless you have something else, Sir Venric.
I think
No.
that would be a good place to look. Thank you,
Father
Gedwin.
Gedwin.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Have a good day. Fare thee well.
You as well.
All right. And he tells you can find them outside the temple, just down the road to the south. There's like just a small clearing amidst the trees there, and you make your way south. As you do, again, it's a pretty chilly day. You can see that there's, you know, as you're realizing, like, yep, the Shattered Lands is in, imagine like it's not a southern land, it's not quite a northern land. It's for example, say you would think of it as like maybe the southern Midwest, like maybe middle Ohio or something like that. As far as the temperature, it does get cold, snow does come. It's October and the leaves are starting to turn on the trees and such. But as you make your way down the road, you kind of pull your cloaks up a bit tighter, brisk wind biting, and you hear the clang of steel on steel coming from down the road. As you like prepare yourselves, you realize as you kind of start to rush that direction that you hear laughter, and you realize that there is training at hand. You come upon a camp. There are about half a dozen men here, and they are, you see a couple off to the side. One man is looks like he's, you know, attending to a bow. Another is looks like he's sharpening a sword. Meanwhile, you see a larger man, you know, one of the bigger men in camp. He's training with a very young man, and they're kind of trading blows while an old veteran, you know, not an old man, but you can see gray in his hair and beard. He's onlooking and he's giving some, you know, some pointers and tips. You know, watch his left, move your feet, and then you see the older man step forward and like kind of slam his shield into the young man's chest. He kind of falls back to the ground, and everyone kind of chuckles. And you know, he offers a hand to the young man and gets up, and you hear laughter coming from nearby, and you see another man seated over on a log nearby, and he looks like he's oiling some chainmail nearby, and he looks like all right. And you can see the man with like the longer hair. He's about average height, well built. He's muscular, but not massive. He's not as big as either one of you. And he kind of, you notice that he noticed your arrival. He kind of sits there holding his chainmail, and he stands up as you all get a little closer, as he realizes you are entering toward his camp. And he says, and as he does, he kind of holds up a hand. He's like, give way, lads. Got some company. Welcome.
Hail. Well met. Brother Bertram.
Well met.
Here's Sir Venric. And you are looking for a Duncan Scarrow.
Ah, you found him. That's me. Duncan Scarrow, that's my name. What can I do for you this fine and bright day?
We are looking to hire some guards for our camp. Father Gedwin said you might be interested.
Aye, we're looking for work, as it turns out. You say you're a cleric, I can see.
Yes. Of the light.
You. He kind of turns towards you, Sir Venric, after a moment. Might you be the knight that put the whooping on that young boy yesterday?
I am. Unfortunately, it was me. But
it was well done. You could have killed him. It was well done.
No need for death. He just needed to learn a lesson was all, but thank you.
And you can see he's kind of nodding, and he seems pretty happy, actually, that it went down and that it went the way that it did. And so you're looking to hire Scarrow's arrows, eh?
Scarrow's arrows. I like that.
You see, give me perception checks.
I got 14.
6.
Okay.
Vendrick never notices anything ever.
Vendrick is just like, to battle! Meanwhile, Bertram, you kind of notice a couple of the other men chuckle when he says Scarrow's arrows, and you notice one of them the tall man who was training with the younger man kind of has a dour expression. He's like, there's two with long-range weapons. I mean, we don't exactly scare those guys. And you can tell that Duncan noticed as well, and he kind of turns, well, that's the point, isn't it? Don't you realize that a unit of archers has more worth and lives longer than a unit of infantry? Surely you know this, man. Rafe, you should know this more than any. And Rafe, you can see, is the tall man. And he actually turns, where's my manners? Let me introduce you before we get any further. I'm Scarrow, Duncan Scarrow, as you know, as we made our introductions. And you get the sense he's well-spoken, he's handsome, he moves quick, he's strong, he seems like he's a good all-around fighter. He said, this is my second in command, Rafe Felden, and that's the guy with the blue kind of battered shield and the mace. He's tall, he's the tallest man, it looks like, in the company, or rather the unit, and he doesn't smile. His expression is pretty just glum or grim all the time. He just nods. Over here, next to me, and you see there's the man in the picture, which would be facing to the right of Rafe. You see it's kind of like got dark studded leather armor and a helm. This is Garner Hale. Well, we just all call him Old Garner. He's another veteran, but Old Garner's been with me for a while. He kind of smiles and nods at you all. Yes. And over here, and he kind of looks back, and you see clearly a woodsman. He's wearing green, and it's the guy with the bow in the far left. He says, this is Wynn. He's our scout. And Wynn kind of looks like he was, taking care of his bow. He looks up, just Wynn, that's all. And he says, just Wynn, yes. That's many people just call him just Wynn, not even Wynn, which is his name. Meanwhile, over here, you have Hendrix. Guy Hendrix is our crossbowman, and a fine sort. He's the second, he turns around to look at Rafe, of our archers, and we hope to get more. We've run across a bit our share of bad luck, and no one can blame us for bad luck. Oh, and then finally, this back here is young Nils Leary here. He's a local boy. He's from Ruavid, actually, in fact. And he kind of turns, and you see this kind of young man. If he's 18, you'd be shocked. And he kind of nods. He's got curly red hair. He doesn't even have a shield. He has a hand axe. It looks like maybe he took from home, but he does have some leather armor that he's wearing. And as they all nod their introductions, some of them grin, but they seem to be a mix. You can tell that most of the guys that are here look to be veterans, except for obviously young Nils. He looks green as grass. And Duncan kind of turns back to you. As you were, lads. And he kind of says, come over here. And he motions the two of you to come sit with him by where he was sitting. There's a couple, logs they've overturned for just for stools and stuff. And you can see Rafe and young Nils go back to sparring. And then the others go back to their business around camp. So, you're looking to hire mercenaries?
We are. We had some issues as we went out and left our camp getting attacked, and hopefully you guys can help with that.
Mayhap we can. Normally the first question I'd ask is, what kind of work would we be doing? There's some things we won't do, but we have a knight of Cerulean and a man of the cloth, a priest of the Argent Lord, so I don't think those are things we need to worry about. But he kind of leaves it a question.
Not at all. It would be honorable work. Just we're not looking to steal, rob, or kill unless somebody tries to do that to us or they're evil. We would ask you just to guard our camp. Benric, can you think of anything else?
No unscrupulous work, and even
that's the word.
Yes, and
scrupulous.
For the record, we never steal. The only time we kill is, when they're evil creatures or if it's in self-defense. It's safe to assume you've all seen combat, right?
All except for young Nils. Aye. We most people know us, unfortunately, as the Leftovers. I'm sure you may have heard that term if you asked around about us. We are a mercenary company, currently a bit down in our luck. Hit a bit of a rough patch. Lost some good men. And so we're currently trying to decide how to reorganize. And well, stint with your lot sounds like it might be in order. They say you're unless I miss my mark, you're the lot what just come from Fartham, huh?
Yes.
Excellent. I worship a cult there. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't say.
Split.
Sorry, I can't help it. I go for the funny too much. I've heard that place is cursed. Is it true?
Oh yeah, it's dark there.
There's a cult there, and the dead walk the streets there. Which brings me to my next point. Some of the places we venture will be dangerous. Our last venture back to our camp, our caravan was attacked by a group of orcs, almost killed 2 of our men. My young Squire Clay, he's not much younger than yours over there. He was almost killed. He's healing now, but that will be the perils. Those types of things will be what you're facing out there. Is that a problem?
No. We're not averse to danger. We're battle tested hard. We're not adventurers, mind you. I have a couple of stipulations, of course. My lads don't go delving into dungeons alone, or we don't. He kind of gives you a look. And look, I hate to even say this, but we don't simply. For example, I wouldn't let you be taking 1 or 2 of the lads off to carry torches into trap-filled hallways, that type of thing. If you needed all of us to go, say, down below into some delve with you, we could do that. But we'd be going as a group. Or most of us, at least. You can understand, I've got to look out. They trust me. They look to me. Oh, and by the way, don't listen to what Rafe says. I have a bow as well, and I'm pretty handy with an arrow, So there's 3 of us, technically, not just 2.
Understood.
He kind of glares over. Rafe's just. Anyhow, no, I'll tell you before we go any further, in case it's a problem. You should know our. We have a couple of stipulations. One, we need to be paid monthly. That's not a problem. Some of the lads, we've got bills. Hey, you can well understand, I'm sure.
How much is the monthly fee?
Yes. We charge 40 gold per month.
For all of you?
That may seem like a lot, but it's a fair amount when you consider most of us are veterans. Rafe and Garner have been with me for quite a while. And Just Win and Hendrix there, they've been with me for a decent amount as well. Young Nils is a new recruit, but we round things out.
Venerable looked at Bertram.
Oh, go ahead. I was just going to say, you want to draw aside for a quick second, Sir Vendrick?
Yeah.
1 second. What was you going to say?
I think it sounds fair to me.
Yeah, I think we should double it for loyalty, but I didn't want to say that without talking to you.
I think we should get past the first month and see where we're at that point.
It's probably wise you come with me then.
But if all plays well and they seem like a fine group of men, then yes.
Okay. All right. Agreed. I like him. He had another stipulation, though. We need to hear him out.
Yes.
I'll walk back over there.
Okay. And you kind of see at this point, he's just kind of smiling and watching. At this point, Rafe has finished his time with young Nils, and, Nils is over sharpening his axe, and then he kind of gets up and goes over and starts cutting some firewood. And Rafe goes back to where it looks like his bedroll, He, as you come over to Duncan, says, "Hi, had a bit of a palaver, have you?"
Yes, you said you had another stipulation?
Simply this. We're loyal. We are mercenaries, but we're not, we'll be loyal to you as you are to us. All I ask is, you don't mistreat me, men. You trust me to handle them. If you've got something you need to say, I mean, obviously you can give orders that we're on your dime. But if you've got something, for example, let's say you were to say to young Nils over here to stop slouching, I have no problem with that. But to take it much farther than something like that, well, I'll be in charge of the lads' training. Or say you don't like the way Rafe complains about someone's cooking. You let me know. I'll handle my lads that way. As far as you're in charge, it's your camp, it's your orders. We do as you say. You can order every one of the men as you please, of course. But just so that you know, I believe in a chain of command. I'm a fighter, been a fighter for a long time. Since I was a lad, I was a farmer. But it's been many, many years since I tended crops. The reaping I've done is with the blade. And so, as long as we can understand each other on that. And Venric, you instantly, from your time, again, in the field, in the military, you can tell that this guy has probably had some bad commanders. Probably have treated them pretty badly, pretty unfairly. And you know, really, that 6 men is not a very large mercenary company. So you're guessing that they've had some pretty bad casualties. You don't know the story of it all or the why of it, but you're guessing that there's been definite issues there.
Indeed, Duncan, I can respect the chain of command as well, and we can agree to these terms.
We will give you 50 gold a month. I look over at Enric, right?
Enric will nod and smile.
50 gold? Up front?
Yep.
Did you hear that, lads? 50 gold! No hardtack tonight!
Bertram hands him 50 gold. Can you guys supply your own rations?
Oh, aye, we see to our own supplies, our own rations. 50 gold, he says. Huh. Got me thinking. I may just invest in a couple of tents. And you notice they don't even have tents at this point. They don't have anything like that. It's essentially, their camp is a campfire with bedrolls spread around. And he's like, well, what'd you say to sleeping indoors? Well, we slept indoors at the temple when we got here. No, lad, but we old Gedwin's policy, visitors can only stay so long. But I'm saying, lads, be indoors. Why can't you just be happy, Hendrix? You're almost as glum as old Rafe, I tell you. And you see
have
Garner.
A couple stipulations as well.
Yes.
One, we travel with wagons and gear like that. I would ask that nobody goes into any of our wagons or tents unless they're asked to.
Well, of course not.
And any information about our whereabouts or doings, keep to ourselves.
Aye, sir. Of course.
Benric, do you have anything to add?
Well, be ready to leave. We'll be going back to Fartham in 2 to 3 days.
Yes, sir.
Well met, though, Duncan. Pleased to have you on board.
Yeah, Venric will reach out to shake his hand.
And he shakes his hand. He's got a fine, strong grip. Sir Venric, Brother Bertram, I believe the gods have smiled on us bringing you our way.
The Argent Lord smiles on his children. This is true.
We'll endeavor to make you happy with our services. As you say, you've got wagons. None of us are mounted. That's all right if we walk, yes?
Oh, yeah.
We're fine marchers.
Yep, the wagon doesn't travel too much faster than a man walking, especially as you say you're fine marchers. I doubt it could outpace you. It's a large wagon.
Yes, Grixis doesn't like it when you move the wagon too fast there.
Oh yeah, I should mention we have a few others in our group that you'll meet. All good people.
Hi. Can't wait. Can't wait to meet them all.
Well, as I say, well met. welcome aboard.
We can't wait to get going with you, and welcome to you. Have a fine, soft evening, gentlemen. We'll be ready. We'll be looking forward.
You as well, Duncan. We'll be in touch.
With that, I'll turn around and head back towards the temple. Did you hear that, Henrik? Scarrow's arrows. It has a ring to it.
Scarrow's arrows does have a ring to it. I like that better than the leftovers.
Yeah, as do I. Makes me think we need a name.
Perhaps we do.
Maybe
Hey, the
one
puke stains isn't taken. If you're looking for a... Oh.
You're fired! You're fired!
Good.
Sorry, that wasn't Duncan. That was a doppelganger that looked a lot like that.
All right. I kind of went over. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard for me not to spend gold. I see people who could use it.
No, I agree. I think that we should help those in need. My caution is, I don't want to pay them so well that they leave after a month or two worth of work. You know, if they get rich that soon, they might have other interests. But, you know, also, I'd like to see what they're made of. And yeah, after a month or so of service, if we feel they're worth the raise, then to keep them happy and to keep them around.
Well, we agreed at 50 gold a month, right?
Yeah, yes. I think 50 gold a month is fair, and perhaps more, depending on the perils we face.
Are you a noble, Sir Venric?
I am. Why do you ask, Brother Bertram?
You have a way of thinking that is new to me. Not bad, just different.
Yes, yep. Lords learn to rule. I'm not a lord myself, but I do come from a noble family.
I thought as much.
But yes, perhaps when we get back to the swing of things, we could discuss a name for our group.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Ben, Selva said we could spend whatever we wanted. We'd back up anything I said. I know he's rich. He pulls gold out all the time. I don't know if he makes it, but he has a lot of it.
Perhaps he's learned how to enchant it from thin air. Or conjure it.
Do you think?
No, I just...
Yeah, I knew you were... Of course. Let's get back to the temple.
I thought of a good name.
What?
The Argent Caravan.
Ooh. That honors the Argent Lord. I like that.
Bertram, I'm joking. You said that months ago. Or, days ago.
I said that?
I believe it was you.
Well, it is a good name. Are you sure that was...
I thought that's what it was. Pay me no mind. Anyways, we could talk that over with Celavis and Aelwyn as well.
Yeah, they probably won't go for that.
What kind
Did they look like they could fight to you, though?
They did. They each man looked like he was capable.
They seemed rough enough.
Indeed.
I do like the bows, though. That is good.
Yes, bows. Well, perhaps it'll serve them.
You don't like bows.
I don't use ranged weaponry.
Well, I don't typically, but it is nice to hit something far away if you have to.
I suppose it has its purpose in a battlefield, but I prefer the direct approach. You can understand, right, Bertram?
Well, I do. I absolutely do. I just like it when things are shot, too. As I'm approaching, weakens them up a bit. Like Aelwyn, she shoots the crap out of stuff.
It suits her, that's for sure.
But no, I agree. I like the shield and the mace. Shield is new. Did you get a chance to look at this thing yet? This is Father Gedwin's shield. It's magical.
This is an enchanted shield indeed. Very nice piece. Perhaps we could drill with it.
Yeah, I would like that. And I will head to the temple.
All right. You all get making your way to the temple. And assuming that everyone is ready to kind of gather back together after some time.
Yeah, well, I'll kind of be on the lookout for him once we, talk to Copper and whatnot. I'll just kind of be at the temple, just kind of on the lookout for him to come back into town.
All right. Make your way back in. You see several of them. You see them. They're kind of on the lookout for you guys as you make your way back from the south. Okay. You all make your way back together. Begin to compare notes. Where do you guys meet? Sit down. It's about midday. You guys talk like in the chow hall or?
Yeah, that's where
Bertram
Bertram will
probably
go.
Eat lunch and
Talk.
So we hired
Well-
a mercenary company.
That's
Garrow's
very
errand.
good. Good.
what's our share of the fee?
Well, we're gonna pay him 50 gold a month. I already covered the first month though.
Bertram, we should split that cost so that it's not just on you.
Yeah, here, I'll give you. Yeah.
And for the record, we did decide to hire on Copper as well as a trap finder.
Okay.
The only stipulation there is, since he is going into dungeons to help us find traps and the like, he is requiring an equal share.
Oh, I completely agree. Just none of our experience is all. Just kidding. No, I do agree.
But
Bertram, I'll give you 12 gold as my share towards the mercenaries.
I'll do the same. Bertram, what do we owe Copper? Do we owe
Yes.
him anything up front?
we'd already given him some gold for starting supplies and the like, a little starting bonus.
Share of our takings.
Oh, well, then don't pay me nothing. And we'll just call it even.
Very good. But yes, we have a trap finder and camp guards.
6 of them.
Quite
Yes,
nice.
with a leader. Duncan Scarrow, the leader.
Seem
They
like
have morals.
decent guys.
They seem to have morals. They were not. He was upfront about not wanting to do anything unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous.
Yes. Yes.
It's a noble word from the nobility.
Yeah. But we basically explained to them that they'll just be watching the caravan while we're away, and he said that they're not really keen in going down into dungeons unless it was all of them. But even at that, that's not what they're about. They're mercenaries first. Bertram tried to give them all of our fortune, and
No, I did not. I tried to pay them a living wage. That is all.
Bertram is generous, and I respect that. I just my whole thing was we should see how it goes for the first month first.
And Venric is wise as a noble.
Yes,
Well.
cousin. No.
As aunt. No, but
Wow.
that sounds like it'll work. I mean, as I say, depending on what they have to deal with, hopefully not much, but depending
Well,
on
they
how
were
they
armed well, it seemed.
Well, just in random encounters, we've come across 2 ogres, well, 3, a griffin, and a band of orcs. So
It's another 6 attacks.
So who
They'll-
knows?
they'll earn their keep. That's for sure.
And it won't hurt to have a larger caravan on the road. Just saying, because a caravan of this size, something other than maybe a griffin or a dragon, most other things, if it's a pack of a half a dozen bandits, they're just going to leave us alone.
That
True.
way, if we get into an encounter, they'll have to really mean it.
Exactly. Which could mean horrible things on the back end, but we'll see.
Let's pray that doesn't happen. But
Yes, let's. Bertram holds out his hands.
oh,
Later.
Oh, you weren't serious.
I suppose I meant it metaphorically, but
Turn of phrase.
yes, later, like Sullivan said.
Yes. You know we
Lord,
we
protect us.
come to service when we're in town.
Every
I
one
mean,
of us safe.
to be fair, Brother Bertram, I was at service when you weren't last, so
Fiona's
You
like,
got to see
"That's
Fiona
true."
preach?
it's true. It was quite good.
Oh, I knew she would be good, but
She
You know,
did not seem happy with you, Brother Bertram. Have you talked to her?
about these mercenaries,
It
I
seems.
believe they're good hires, all of them. You poke much fun at me, Sir Venric.
It's all a jest, my friend. You have broad shoulders and can take it.
I've been told that twice today.
Is it against your code? Can you be wed?
You know, I
You
was just
sire a
wondering that,
son?
Frederick.
Why the sudden interest in my... What did you call it?
Your religion.
My religion? Oh,
His love
yes.
Yeah, why is
No,
Gedwin not married?
probably because she hasn't found the right lady yet. Yes, you can marry.
It's fun to ask you, Bertram.
Father
You're
Gedwin
facing-
is stalwart and healthy and hale.
I was just gonna say, if he hasn't found one by now, I mean,
Do you want me to introduce you to him?
you Lightsworn are okay, but I've met Gedwin like 15 times, Bertram.
So you're pretty much married already, is what you're saying.
Oh, is that
Time
how
to
you
shot!
like to do
Move,
it?
woman! Once more, your elven eyes and he's aged.
Don't try to shift the focus onto
That's
me,
precisely
Bertram.
what I do. Let it happen.
Well, I'll leave that be. But as I said, we'll pray later.
I just prayed while you guys were talking. You're covered.
Isn't that against the rules?
No, I was praying. You talk. I'm not. I'm not concerned. He's gonna hear me. At
Very
any
good.
rate, what do we do for the next 2 to 3 days until plate mail is ready?
Oh, yes, I forgot we had to wait for long time.
Well, Clay is healing too, I believe.
He'll be ready by tomorrow. The boy he came to my duel yesterday.
And he will be
Those
happy.
crutches right out from under him. He's good to go.
What armor is
Give him
he?
some tough living.
As you all are talking, you see Rend and Zephyr kind of come in, spot you all, and you instantly can tell they were looking for you guys as they kind of come over to the table, nod, and, mind. And Rend kind of sits down. Thank you. And then Zephyr's like, he means, excuse me, would you like some company? Is what he's trying to say. I said what I said.
Bertram scoots over.
And they kind of sit down, and Ren kind of looks across at you all, nods, and starts eating. And he just quickly looks up at Venric. It was a good job. I'd have killed him, but whatever. Zephyr says, that's not really why we're here. I'm very sorry. Ren and I just wanted you to know we'd be leaving tomorrow, and we didn't know if you were heading out yourselves. We could share the road, or if you were going to be here for a few more days yet.
Well, we were just discussing.
If you are going to be here, you might be able to do us a favor. If not, that sharing the road would be excellent as well. Although we would no doubt be splitting off once we got to the outskirts of Fartham. But if you are here for a couple of more days, we might have something being delivered to the temple. If you would be perhaps interested in picking it up for us. Leave word. We have a package coming.
How many more days till it gets here?
It's hard to tell. Could be a day or two, could be a week. We're not really sure. The roads are treacherous, as you know, and it may not come at all. And if not, that's fine. If you're still here, I would simply leave word. It's coming in with the caravan that Sister Fiona will be actually leaving with. So I could just leave her word with her. She could hand it off to you. And if you're not here at that point, it's fine. We'll pick it up as we come back through. It's just a small package, components, and she kind of, grins a little bit. It's not just components; it's things we all, you know what? It's some rather rare things. Yes, some of them are components at Rend. Some of them are other things.
Absolutely. We will, as I say, if we are still here, as I believe we'll be, we'll keep an eye out for your package.
And she reaches for her coin pouch. Let me give you some coin for the trouble.
Yeah, we'll be here anyways.
Are you sure?
That's no problem.
No.
After everything Wolf did for us, quality.
No trouble.
Well, excellent. I can't. Yes.
Bertram
I'm sorry.
looks at Venric like, see? He didn't say nothing. But he's just like, he's denying.
I can't say for certain where we'll be, but I will no doubt if you wind up back in Fartham, we'll be around, and I have no doubt that our paths will cross again.
That is where we are headed.
Excellent. Well, it will be a small box. I can't imagine it would be over a foot long. It just, simple, again, components and things in there. So it should be easy enough to throw amongst your things. I really appreciate it. And,
Very good. And
it's
I will
shocking.
try my darndest not to use all of the components by the time we get to you.
She kind of chuckles nervously.
And Sullivan's
Perception
jokes
check,
as well.
Everyone. Anyone at the table can make this perception check.
Okay. I got 15.
Ooh, net 20, dude.
14.
13.
Actually, all of you notice as she's kind of like, yes, and she kind of shares a glance over at Rend, and Rend kind of doesn't give much away, but she looks nervous as you say this. She doesn't say anything, but you get the
I
sense...
apologize, Zephyr. I meant it
Oh,
all.
no.
in jest.
It was a fine jest. I'm just tired. But you get the sense that she really is serious about getting this package.
If we'll be heading to Fartham soon, and if you're trying to leave a sign for us, I'm sure Wolf could think of something. I'm a fair tracker. If you need me to pick up your sign in a way that's not obvious to, say orcs and marauders, you could do that, and I could find you.
Very well. What do you suggest?
Perhaps, I don't really like when people deface trees, but, leave, say a bundle of the local wildflowers at the base of a north-facing tree. I could find that.
Excellent. Very well. I shall do just that.
Very well. Well, we will, as I say, we'll be around for the next couple of days, so we'll keep an eye out for it.
How about thanks? And you notice with shock that Rend is done eating. He's just like about 5 or 6 good shovels full, and he's done eating. And he drains a mug of ale. And he leans across the table, whacks Bertram on the back, grabs Venric's arm in a warrior's handshake, gives a little nod to Aelwyn and Celovus, wipes his mouth with his beard, hefts his gear, and starts heading out. We'll be camping outside. Might as well get used to it. And you can see that she looks over at him. Zephyr's like, speak for yourself. I am taking one last night in the bed. And you can do that if you wish. Well enough, lass.
Well, in that case, we'll be seeing you in Fartham there, Rend. Safe
Good
travels.
luck to you. May your blades stay true. And he kind of walks out, and she, gives a little curtsy and flounces away herself. Well, what do you guys do with the rest of this day? It's getting late afternoon as all these events transpire and finish.
Bertram
I'm not
will
gonna-
make one more purchase. He's going to head back out. He wants to buy some woodworking tools to keep in his wagon, and then he'll come back to the temple.
Okay.
Some of us will just be spending the rest of the evening in study.
Benrick would go visit Clay and Haste. He'd probably go get Clay to go visit Haste with him so we can see his pup.
And Aylwin will be hanging out at the stables. She's sort of tinkering with her new alchemical kit, and she doesn't have time to brew a full potion yet, but she's just sort of like, organizing it all and messing around with it.
Okay. All right, let's do Bertram first, since he spoke up first. Bertram, you make your way back to beginnings. It's getting late in the afternoon. You can tell they're going to be closing fairly soon for the workday. And you can see they look up. Well met, Brother Bertram.
Well met. Yeah, I was just hoping you had some woodworking tools.
Oh, of course. We have all manner of tools. I'm assuming you mean something for traveling.
Yeah, I have a wagon I can keep it in, but I'm looking for hammer, nail, saw, and if I want to do some repairs, also like maybe some carvings and stuff like that. I know a little of woodworking, so I just want to be able
see Hugh kind of step forth. So you're looking for a pretty comprehensive tool set.
Yes.
No doubt a carpenter's kit, a box.
Precisely.
5 gold will see her done, lad. It'll have everything you could use it.
All right, I'll hand him 5 gold.
All right. And they hand you, again, it's a carpenter's kit, and you can see that as he does hand you this, it's got, pretty much, it's like, how the old time, instead of it being like what we would today see carpenters carrying around, like tool pouches or a bag, it's like a big, rectangular wooden box, and it's got everything you need in it, for taking measurements, keeping things square, all of the above, hammer, saw. It's a pretty hefty kit. It's a couple feet, by maybe, 10 inches wide, and it's got everything you need in it.
All right, thank you very much. And with that, he'll head back to the temple.
All right. Aylwin, you said you were making your way to the stables? All right. As you do, you get there and you see that Copper is nearby. He's not like right up next to Ruthane or anything like that. He's more or less, you notice he's wearing some new armor. It looks like where before he had leather armor, he's got a new set of studded leather. It's pretty nice stuff. He seems to be, moving a little stiffly, like he's still breaking it in. He's pitched his tent near, but not, like kind of at the end of where the row of stables is. He's explaining kind of as you walk up who he is and what he's about. And the stable hands seem a little reticent to just let him pitch a tent there. Then they see you, and it's clear you're getting kind of preferential treatment. Like you're pretty well known here. And he says, "Yeah, this is Aylwin. She'll tell you. I'm with them. I'm with their group."
Oh yeah, he'll be coming along with us. So I think he'll be joining us out here as well.
And you see one of the older stable hands. He says, "Yes, ma'am, of course, but this isn't really for campsites and tents. You're not going to have many more staying here, are you?"
I don't think so.
Okay, well, as I was explaining to him, I really don't want his tent pitched out there where the livestock and the horses can move around and things like that. So if it's all the same to you, can you all just stay? It's a large enough stall. Can you all just stay in here as you have been? And Aylwin, there's room in here. It's a double stall where you've been staying with Aylwin. You took it over a while ago. Haste is in the next stall. As you're kind of having this conversation, you see Sir Venric kind of come clanking up. Well, I don't know. He might not even be in his plate mail right now. He comes walking up, and Venric, these stable boys, they stand taller and straighter. You can see that Clay's like coming along in his crutches, and as they're kind of coming along, and they're called Scarrow's arrows. Well, why were they called the leftovers, sir? And Benrick, you instantly kind of can see that these guys, it's not quite an argument, but there's like maybe a little bit of a disagreement that's ongoing as you kind of come up.
Hi, lad. What's the trouble?
Oh, of course, sir. No trouble, sir, at all, sir. I was just telling Mr. Aylwin that really we're not supposed to just let people just sleep, whatever. We're fine with her sleeping in this stall. It's been fine since the beginning. We get it. She's an elf. But now this guy, and he kind of jerks a thumb at Copper, who we barely even really know, sir. He just wanted to come and pitch a tent in the middle of it. And really, it's no trouble. And as I was just telling Aylwin here, it's fine as long as we can't keep giving up more and more stalls. And I'm very sorry, sir, my lord, your honor.
Well, Copper's one of us. But did she not mention the 24 other men that we have staying in the stables tonight? I'm kidding, lads.
A joke, of course, my lord, your honor, ship, your eminence. Yes, absolutely. And again, even Venric, they weren't quite treating you this way, and you recognize some of these old boys watched you put the beat down on that Sir Emran, and they're a little on edge around you.
Ease, lads, at ease. And that he'll look over at Copper. Copper, if you wanted to, Father Gedwin wouldn't mind if you stayed in the barracks overnight with us. It's warm in there, and there's a bed.
Oh, yes, sir. I just kind of leans for. I'm not real comfortable, in temples. It's just a thing.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, I believe in the gods. I was telling Bertram. And by the way, I just want to thank you, sir, for bringing me on board, making me part of the team. I'll do you proud.
Well, I'm glad to have you on board. You didn't leave. You could have left when those orcs attacked. You stayed and fought, so you have my respect, and I'm looking forward to journeying with you in the future.
Thank you, sir. And as he's kind of saying this, you see the stable boys they glance over as you're talking about orcs on the road and attacking the camp and things like that. And he looks over and he's kind of like, that's right, orcs. Just so you know, you would have probably crapped yourself. So move it along. And you guys kind of look at Copper, and he's showing a little bit more spice than you're used to when he's talking to you guys who saved his life. And the stable hands, some of them are grown men, some of them are younger. All right. And they kind of glance at Venric as though not really willing to, rock the boat. They kind of nod, and one of them gives like a low bow that's a little ridiculous, and then he kind of his mate elbows him, and they go out of the stall.
Venric will kind of flinch at one of them. What? No, okay. He doesn't. He doesn't do that. I'm joking.
Well, Copper, you can either, put your tent right outside the, the enclosure, or stay in one of the stalls with us.
Man, it's all the same to me. If you're okay with it, I'll just stay here in this stall. It's big enough, as they said. He starts unrolling his bedroll. I don't want to make any waves. I just didn't like the way they're talking to me. I've got to understand, I've been dealing with that kind of crap my whole life. Just, I don't know. People say I look shifty. Maybe I do. But anyhow, it's good. And
you're one of us now, Copper.
Clay's like, and my Lord Venric here, he just hired us a bunch of mercenaries, sellswords. Scarrow's arrows, I think he said. Isn't that the coolest name, Aylwin?
Yeah, that is a good name. Catchy.
What do you guys think about the name Eviscerator for the puppy?
She looks over at the puppy that's currently gnawing on her boot. I don't know. I don't think it quite fits.
You're right.
Doesn't quite roll off the tongue, Clay. Give it more time. Aylwin's right. You have to think this one through. It'll be his name for life, That's true.
And you can see Copper kind of chuckles as he's kind of making his. He says he is a cute pup though, and Copper looks so glad to see you're on your feet, lad. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll be back at it in no time. And you're staying with us? And Copper nods. He says, That I am, lad. Excellent, excellent. All right. Cut to Celovus. What was Celovus doing during this time?
Silvus was going to where he had been staying, him and Phrixus, and he was going to go in there and speak with him for a minute before he kind of started on his studies. So he'll kind of meander back through the halls until he finds the spot where they're at.
Okay. You do see Phrixus is actually in the library. He's, he didn't get up with you because he had drank quite a lot. But or no, maybe that's the day before. But at any rate, he's now in the library, kind of studying. Seems to be back to his self. His draconic, constitution has burned all that out of his system. Silvus, excellent.
Phrixus,
How does the day find you, my friend?
Good. What have you been researching?
Well, if I must be honest, I've been a bit scattered ever since I drank with that dwarf that night. I've been reading all about a great many things.
I will say, Phrixus, that may be the strangest tale that some peasant will ever tell. That he once saw a dwarf and a dragon having drinks together.
That sounds like the start of a bad joke.
But I did want to let you know your share, and Selvus pulls out a large sack filled with coins that is Phrixus's share of the loot. And there is in this sack, there is, just as an FYI, there's a little over 300 gold and various silver, and it's half of Celovus's haul.
And he instantly dumps the sack on the table and starts rolling around in it, his wings spread.
I had a thought, Phrixus. I had a thought, just saying, you may want to buy a chest to sleep in. You could keep all the gold in a large chest, and then we could travel with it easy. It'd almost be like a traveling.
This is a good
bed
idea.
Of treasure.
We could cover the chest and we'll line it with silk. Get pillows and put it throughout. Perhaps
Exactly.
some art, a bookshelf. No, we're talking about a house then. I see.
This is for traveling purposes, but
For traveling purposes. A large chest. Yes. Perhaps on the morrow you would help me track this down, and we could see to having it done.
Yes. I just wanted to make sure you got your loot. We were buying and selling, and we have some. We will be having some new companions on the road as well, because
More?
Yes, more humans, more of the like. But what this will mean, hopefully, is that the camp is more well guarded, and therefore there will be less problems in the future.
You notice he's like holding up the coins and biting them and doing stuff. No gems, and unfortunately.
Well, unfortunately, we are selling the gems and things like that to split. To split amongst the gold. But if you would like, I could always swap out some of that gold for other gems.
I like it. Let us do that. I will take my share of gems because it's pleasing to the eye and the aesthetic. You do know that it's good for your back to sleep on a hoard of coins. And the true goal is to have a pool to dive in. There's once a story about a sentient duck that would do that. But at any rate, I
believe that might be the best case scenario for comfortable sleeping on the road.
Excellent. On the morrow, then, there is Celovus something that I do wish to talk to you about.
Hi.
What have you learned in your studies on the Key of Flame?
Well, from what I have heard, from everything that I have read, they say it's very possible that it's not, in fact, a key itself, that it may, in fact, be a being.
Yes, a person.
Yes,
Person.
I've heard theories on this. But
You can see books scattered around and like notes that are kind of nonsensical. I believe it is someone of Ostian descent.
truly,
The Empire is seeking such a
that would
person,
make sense.
but they're special in some way that I can't quite figure out.
Well, as I've said, I believe the other thing that I have heard as well is that or that I've read rather, is that perhaps this person, if it is indeed an entity, will have some sort of affinity for fire. In what way I do not know, but I have heard some strange things.
Yes, according to what I have read, I believe it's 3 parts.
You
From
don't
what
say.
I've seen, I've pieced it together. And again, in a hodgepodge of notes, he starts tapping his claw. Yes, the Key of Flame, the Dragon Staff, the Eye of the Great Worm. These 3 keys here, there's a strange tome I wish to borrow from Father Gedwin, but I need you to talk to him for me.
Very well. I will do so. What is the tome?
It is the Tome of Aram. Aram was a great scholar, wizard, and sage from the far south, far across the shining desert. He lived near the sea, but it was said that he came north. He had done many of the first studies on Crimson God. Do you know that it was said that Aram died under mysterious circumstances, but it was also said that he had cast a spell, one that he handcrafted, and that his soul would go into a skull, and this skull was an artifact known as the Golden Skull of Aram. I did not know that Father Gedwin had a copy of the Book of Aram, and so but it's not a book that's here in the library. I asked Sister Fiona, and she said we must speak to him directly. I've been reticent to do so. Father Gedwin is a good sort, but I don't know him as well as you do. So perhaps if we spoke to him together, or if you think you could speak to him yourself.
I could. Absolutely. I could handle that for you.
Excellent.
Not a problem. What has your mind so drawn to the Key of Flame?
I believe everything we know of the Empire of Vost on the move the way that they are. We're in the prophesied time. My people, the dragons. Now we of the metallic dragons have always striven against the chromatic dragons, our evil kin. But we all hold certain beliefs. The Crimson God cannot be allowed to walk the earth again. It would be a disaster, and many cultures point it as a sign of the ending of the world. If the Key of Flame is out there, Celadus, he or she may not know who they are, what they are, but if they are out there, they must never come to the Shatterlands. If necessary, even if they don't understand, we perhaps must think of ending them before letting them. I believe fate is drawing things together like a web. The prophecies speak of these things. From what I've read, the Key of Flame may not know what they really are, what they truly are. The greater good, some of us, we must at least consider it.
It's true. It is true. The loss of one life saves the world from a calamity.
Indeed. The dragon's staff would seem to be an artifact, as would the eye. But a person...
Now, if we come across either one of these things, then at that point, regardless from what you're telling me, if we were to find one of these other two pieces and keep it out of the hands of the Vostians, we may have more chance.
Yes, and you're absolutely right. I must beg you to consider this. The artifacts can be hidden, but they cannot be destroyed. But a person can be slain. Especially if that person is evil.
It's true.
Or misguided.
It is very true. It may be easier to find, we're looking for 3 needles in multiple haystacks.
Indeed. But my research leads me to believe that there are forces at work, ancient forces, drawing them inexorably here. Events pulling at them like a...
Did you happen to find, out of curiosity, when was the last time that either one of these artifacts were even heard of in the literature?
They were all lost long ago. This is what I hope the Book of Iran will help us with. Obviously, the Key of Flame, if it is a person, that is something differently entirely.
It's true.
The dragon's staff was known to have been taken north. It was in the hands of a great archmage. But no one knows what became of it. The eye, no one is quite sure what the eye is. If it is simply... I don't believe it's an actual eye of an actual dragon. Obviously, that makes no sense. It would not still be. It's something different.
I do wonder if that isn't why Vost is on the move. If perhaps one of these artifacts are already in their possession, and they believe that they will find the other, as well as the Key of Flame, in their expedition.
That is a possibility. Whatever...
Well,
we must consider all this. This is all that I ask.
yes. Well, we will keep an eye out for anyone that meets the description of this key as best as we can think of it. As I say, it doesn't really, and from my reading, it hasn't really given much description of male, female, species, dwarf, elf, human. Although I would believe if it was of a Vostian descent, it would be a human. But
indeed, and as I say, and you can see kind of Rixus, he sort of like shakes himself as if he's not even really very comfortable with this conversation himself, He kind of like, he doesn't like thinking this way. You can tell it's really bothering him, but his intellect is leading him down certain paths that maybe his heart is not pleased with.
Unfortunately, sometimes the logical answer isn't always the one that makes us feel the best.
It's true, my friend.
I will go and speak with Father Gedwin and see if I can't get the copy of the tome.
Well, services are nigh. Perhaps tomorrow would be a better time.
Yes.
I know he'll be quite busy.
Very good. We'll see about that tomorrow then. get to my studies tonight, and we'll get you that chest as well on the morrow.
Excellent. All right. The rest of you, the rest of your evening, the bells toll for the evening service. I don't know if anyone's going to that.
I will go to that.
Brixus stays in the library.
Celibus is tonight. Now that he's pointed it out to Brother Bertram, he will abandon that, and he will spend the night studying. He just wanted to poke him.
A likely story.
Is Vendor going to church, or has he had enough church for a minute?
Then we can go. It's the right thing to do. He's a guest here.
And Aelwyn, is she just staying outside under the night sky?
Yeah, she's just messing around with her potion kit.
Screw church.
Very good. All right, you guys. It's a short service. It's the evening. It's just an evening service. Father Gedwin gives a short sermon and encourages everyone. And there's a bit of singing with some of the younger acolytes forming a choir, and it goes well. You guys share the evening meal, and before long, everyone's tired. It's just been a lot that you've been dealing with and going through, and the next day dawns. I will let you guys get as granular as you want with the next couple of days. Rend and Zephyr, the next morning, it dawns. It's an overcast day, but no bad weather, and they tell you guys goodbye. Tell you it was good to meet you. And we can just say that, is there anything in particular you guys are looking to do on this day?
Today, Bertram would spend it scribing a scroll.
Ah.
I'll
What
be
scroll?
brewing. Oh, sorry.
So, go ahead.
I was just say I'll be brewing a potion.
Okay.
What scroll?
Yes, what scroll?
Remove fear.
Remove fear. Excellent. Aelwyn, what potion are you making?
I'll make a cure light wounds.
All right, so you must both make knowledge checks as you are making these to see if you successfully scribe the scroll and or brew the potion.
Okay. What is it? Wisdom for me, or?
You would make would be a knowledge. Let's see. It would be Arcana, but I don't think you have knowledge Arcana as a druid, do you?
No.
So I would say, knowledge nature, because you're using different ingredients to make potions your way.
Okay.
Bertram's, yours would be knowledge religion.
I got a 17.
Okay, excellent. You brew your potion.
I got an 11. Nope, a 13. Sorry.
13. Okay, and you scribe your scroll.
Cool.
For a couple, you almost smudge it at one point. You're like, yeah, and you kind of fix it, and you're pretty certain everything is in order. The text, the illuminated text, and you've seen some of Fiona's work and some of the other acolytes, and those of you that watch Bertram, he spends several hours working on this. Celibus, especially, you would probably see him in the library. He's just like, it's like this big bear of a man, just with ink, and you see a couple crumpled up pieces of parchment as he's trying to get everything right. And it's as much about the spacing of the characters and the different things, but he finally gets it done. What would Vendrick have done that day, throughout the day?
He'll spend time between, hanging out with Clay and going to visit Haste and kind of just resting mostly for the day.
Okay. All right. Clay, you notice, is able to begin walking without the crutches. He's got a slight limp, but you think it'll be gone in a couple of days. And you double check with some of the acolytes who've seen to his care, and they assure you he's good. It's time for him to set these aside and walk and strengthen a leg. And in fact, they let you know he needs to start exercising and being more active. And actually, you can spend a little time working on his sword work. His footwork will be messy, but you can, if you want to train with him some, you can do that as well.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know if he'd be ready for that, but that's exactly what we'll be doing for the bulk of the day.
Excellent. Celibus.
Celibus, in the morning, first thing, he will take Vrixis over to the shop and go to purchase him a chest.
And Vrixis is very peculiar about this chest. He wants a big enough chest to lie in, but in case he gets much more gold than what he already has. And he wants a lockable chest, but he wants an extra thing added to where when he goes to lie in it, someone can't just close it on him. He can make sure it's propped open. And he also wants it lined with silk, which they don't have one lined with silk. They're like, well, we could pad it and line it with silk in a day. And Rick's like, yes, that will do, of course, my good man. See to it. And they're like, they kind of look at you and then look at me and say, well, that's going to add a cost of 5 gold to the chest. And he says, yes, pay the man, Salvus.
Very well. What would that come to in total?
Whatever the chest is, Ben, in the list, just add 5 gold to it for the changes that they're making to it. And if you would keep track of Vrixis' gold and his belongings, now including a chest.
A large wooden is 5 and a small wooden is 2, Ben.
Perfect. We'll go with the large.
So the large.
Yep. The large plus I swapped out just 50 gold pieces worth of his gold and things like that for various gems that we had left over in the party pack. So that's...
He looks very happy at that. Now he's like, yes, excellent. I'll be sleeping like the Emperor of Dragons himself.
I know, right? We've got you now. We've got our own cart, so you can carry your bed in it with you. You've got quite the setup.
Indeed, my friend. Buy yourself a little something. You deserve it. You've earned it.
I already have. I've spent a good amount of gold.
That corncob pipe. That screams Celibus to me. Yes.
Vrixis, you of the two of us are the smoker. So.
True. And the drinker. Although I'm going to swear off that elven wine for a minute.
It's probably a good idea.
It was good. All right.
And then I will, after I take the chest back up to our area, I will go see Father Gedwin about the Tome of Aram.
And Hugh lets you know, Brightheart, as you're leaving. He says, let Brother Bertram know if you see him. We'll have his armor ready tomorrow. It's almost done.
Very good, very good. I will let him know. Thank you again for that.
He ordered leather, correct?
Oh, I believe it was leather with the padding on the inside. He liked that quite a bit.
Yes.
It's at that moment Bertram squiggles in his scroll and has to redo
it. All right. And you leave in search of Father Gedwin. It takes a little time because you do find him. He is in his study this time. He's just describing it, and as you go and an acolyte knocks, and they say, the Celibus, the seeker to see you, Father Gedwin. He says, yes, let him in. And as you enter, and Vrixis. And he says, what can I do for you today?
Father Gedwin, I hope to ask a favor. Hopefully not one too large. We are attempting to do some rather important research, and we are in search of a particular tome, and we have heard that you might have this tome, the Tome of Aram, to be exact.
Aram. Yes, he was a famed scholar. Very wise man. Although some of his theories I find disturbing. You used to borrow this book, yes?
Yes, if that wouldn't be too much of a problem.
No, it's very valuable, and it's worth noting, Celibus, there are those among the clergy that would consider perhaps this book heretical. I am not among them. I think it's largely scientific. Aram was a gifted wizard and sage, so I do not feel that way. But I would, as long as you give me
fair, I'll keep it out of the eyesight of the other clergy, just to not make waves.
And Bertram, as long as he knows it came from me, he'll say nothing. Just as long as I have your oath, you'll return the book to me.
Oh, aye. Do you have I know you're not a library, but we'll bring it back. But do you have a? Would you like me to leave some gold with the church for the time being,
No,
or
of course
anything
not.
like that?
No, that is not necessary. Hold on. And he goes back, and you see beyond his study, he opens the door and goes back into his room. He leaves the door cracked as he's going through. He comes out, and he unwraps some leather from around, some cloth rather, from around a large leather-bound book. And the book is of this deep red leather, and at the corners it's got it's like literal gold, and in the center is a small gold skull, and he lets you know. He says Ram was from a nation far to the south, beyond again the shining desert, so much of it you'll have to work on translation. It will take some time, but I wish you well with it. I don't presume to question your studies, but I'm just wondering, why the interest in Aram? He's a fairly obscure historical character.
Well, to be honest, it's more of one of the aspects of his study, and one of the aspects of his adventuring life that is fascinating. The aspect in which he dealt with the cult of the Crimson God.
Well, I might as well ask, do you intend to go into the mountains and seek that volcano as others have done? I must warn you, no one has come back.
I do not at the time being. We are simply looking, if I can be frank with you, Father Gedwin, with the Empire of Vost on the move, there are things at play, old prophecies.
Yes.
That, I've written in myself. We are trying to keep apprised of such things and trying to have as much information as we can. Knowledge is power, as they say.
Yes. Well, I suppose there is something I should say as well. I have read the omens, seen the portents. There are many signs. There is also something in the realm of the natural that might interest you as well. There was supposedly, as you well know, there have been many barbarians who've come down from the north at the headwaters of the Thunder River. They've made serious incursions into the Shadow.
They've been a thorn in the side of everyone in the valley for as long as, for the last...
And beyond the valley. In fact, their warlord Korak has took an old ruined castle from the orcs that held it, slaughtered them all, drove the rest out, and has made it his capital of Korak. But it's not of the warlord Korak of which I speak. There was a young warrior, a young war leader among the barbarians. His name is Varg. It is said, he found the volcano, the ancient dragon temple there. It is said he went through a portal of flame. Now, many thought that perhaps he was the key of flame. No one really knows what happened, but I do not believe he is. Were Varg the key of flame, we would know more.
If he was, I would hope not, but if he was, we may be dealing with a much larger problem already.
The shadow of the Crimson God's wings would have stretched even farther. But again, Varg came back out of this portal with apparently insane amounts of treasure, and has been in Southcote for a while. Apparently he loves the brothels and the gambling dens there. He is still among his barbarians, and even though, at times we're at war with them, gold is king in Southcote. If you make your way down there, and you could find this Varg, might behoove you to try and speak with him, if you can speak with a barbarian such as he and glean any sense from it.
True. That is a great lead. Thank you, Father Godwin.
One
As
final
I
thing.
say, yes.
Celovus, keep an eye on Bertram. You know of his heritage, and he fears that it is afflicting him. But there's something beyond that. I don't know what you know of the Red Light Swarm, but Celovus,
Heard some things.
do you think it is an accident that as the stirrings of the Crimson God have begun in our time, there are in other lands factions among the Light Sworn calling themselves the Red Light Sworn, which I believe is heresy. What if it is nothing more than the dark dreams of this evil dragon god, intruding upon the thoughts of otherwise good and pious men?
And paving the way for Vost is...
Indeed. I am going to be attending a conclave within a fortnight, and I intend to bring this to the forefront. In other lands, other shores, these Red Light Sworn they've taken root like a cancer.
I've
I believe
heard
it's heresy.
even that they're more warlike, and they're more... They tend to smite first and ask questions later, as it were.
Yes, and no paladins are among their ranks, and I find that very strange indeed. So, just watch, keep a close eye on Bertram. It's not that I don't trust him; he has my utmost trust. His emotions get the better of him still.
Yes, I will do so, Father Gedwin. I have tried my best during this time to be there for Bertram as he deals, as you say, he's dealing with his heritage and the like. And it seems as though he is mostly began to conquer it, which is for the best, I believe. But the other side, I can see the worry there. Not that I believe Brother Bertram has any evil in his heart, but simply that zealousness could be, well, hijacked, if it were.
Indeed. These are times of great testing for many of us. But yes, you may take the tome of Iran. Good luck to you.
I appreciate it very much, Father Gedwin.
He kind of wraps it
bring
back in this cloth and hands it to you.
Thank you very much. And Celovus will full waist bow and kind of with a book in hand, and then walk out of his study.
And Brix says, yes, thank you very much. You guys head out. And with
Well,
that, the next... Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Celovus.
Nope, you're fine.
What were you saying, though?
I was just going to say, well, Vrixus, we've got it.
Yes, indeed we do. With that, unless there's any... was there anything else on that day that any of the rest of you would have done, which would be the last day before... the next day would be Sunday the 21st, when you would collect Bertram's armor and be able to head out.
Nope, that's it for me.
All Bertram was doing was making that scroll.
Yep, nothing else for Benrick either.
All right.
Yep.
Very well. All right, you guys spend the next day. Some of you go to service, some of you do not. You eat your meals. The following day, again, is Sunday. Usually, beginnings would not be open, but Hugh, knowing what is coming, knowing that you guys are heading out, he has it ready for you, Bertram, when you go in the morning to pick it up. You notice that the leftovers, or Scarrow's arrows, are waiting nearby in the morning as you get up to go get your armor, and you guys begin to gather all of your things. Real quick, we're going to cut to the not that you guys are there just yet, but I want to cut to your encampment because
It's a little more packed now.
Yes, and I'll give you guys a chance to set it up exactly the way you guys want, so that it's this is right now. Now I went ahead and put this tent here because that is Sir Venric's new large tent. So what we have here is obviously our wagon. We have our 3 horses. We have the wizard's tent and his cart. And then, but you guys can rearrange this. The idea is so that we know, so that I just have this set up. I can move any of this anywhere you want. You have 3 of these tents that belong to the leftovers, and you can tell me where you want them. So we can shift, for example, we can shift Fenric's tent around. We can put the tents of the leftovers wherever you guys want. However you would desire it to be. The wagon can go. It doesn't have to go here. Is all I'm saying. The fire.
Yeah,
that's just.
I think we could probably even shift me and the wagon over a little bit closer to the draft horses, even, and then that would give space between there for some extra space for their tents as well.
Because Copper has a tent as well, I thought.
Copper does not have a tent. Copper has a bedroll, as does Arnold. Oh no,
he was going to purchase one. He was going to purchase one because I gave him some extra money.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Right. He bought a small tent. Which is just a small 1-person tent. So I forgot that. So yes, Copper also has a small 1-person tent. So so where would you guys like? And Arnold still just kind of sleeps under the Bertram's wagon most nights, or next to it, kind of near the fire or over there in his bedroll. He still does not have a tent.
Think about that, Arnold. To build an
awning.
awning.
You guys can buy him one if you wish.
Yeah, I think I will buy him a tent. That's pretty crusty.
So Arnold, you buy Arnold a small tent, which we can place that later. I think I only want these little tents.
20 gold.
Okay, so where do you wish these tents to be?
Could have the Scarrow's arrows like all in a line.
Like over here, maybe?
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yep. Perfect. And then Copper's tent could probably go over by between the, if there's enough room in between the draft horses and the other wagon, the small cart.
I'm sorry, what was that? Oh.
Sorry, I was just saying, Copper could probably set his tent up in between me and my stuff and the draft horses, even if there's enough room for him over there.
Okay. All right. So you said Copper's tent was going to go where?
Probably in between like the cart and the draft horses, kind of over in that left side.
Like over here, maybe.
Yeah, that works.
And then Arnold's tent will be by the wagon.
Okay, probably somewhere over here. And like I say, I'll get Arnold a tent done up. So very well. You guys get you guys got your camp. And as you begin heading out, you mount up.
I put my banded mail in the wagon.
Okay.
Stored away. This feels right.
Yeah, it looks good on you, Brother Bertram.
I think it does. I think it does indeed.
Try something real quick.
Bertram kind of like walks next to Sir Venric, just a couple of late bros hanging out, playing stuff.
Lady Fiona will not be able to resist you now.
And with that, I go to my wagon. You ruined it. You screwed it up.
You sure that wagon bed can bear the weight with all that plate mail?
Bertram looks back at you, hurt in his eyes. Oh, of the plate mail.
The plate mail.
I'm not sure.
So heavy.
It's actually pretty.
I don't actually know how you guys move in that. Well, I know you don't move very well, but I don't know how you move at all.
Bertram's a little stiff in it. Still getting used to it.
Well, it does make you slow, but it comes in handy when an ogre is trying to take your head off with the club.
That is fair.
Yes, I was
Yeah,
never fast.
I've seen many people move around in armor, and very few seem to have the finesse that I would like to say that Sir Venric. Very few have the speed, I guess, is the best way of putting it. Most of them are left-footed.
You do wear it very well.
Thank you. I was practically born in this stuff.
Instead of a rattle, they give you a sword.
Very well. As you head out, it's a cold but clear day in October. It's the 21st. You're getting toward the end of the month. You realize there's only about a week left in October. And usually by somewhere toward the end of November in the Shattered Lands, the snows begin to fall. So time's somewhat maybe of the essence, but you've got time. As you head out into the Shattered Lands, find my place. This is my correct map. Doggone it. Man, I am just like not doing that well. It's like I feel like some of my maps are just missing now. There it is. It's not missing, I just can't see it. I'm old. All right, as you leave the Temple of the Argent Lord, not knowing when you'll be maybe seeing civilization again, heading down along the road. Let's start with Celovus. Why don't you roll me a d6?
Well, good. Let's see here. As a 5.
For the one on the dread die. All right, 5. Actually, we're not quite on the dread die yet because you guys are still pretty close, to civilization. So, moving along, Aelwyn, roll me a d6. Still only a 1 on a d6 as an encounter.
4.
Okay. You make your way that day, traveling toward Fartham. Let me just take note of this. You make camp that night and set your watches. You realize it's a lot easier now with your watches because, again, you have another 6 guys, with you that you can put on watch, that you can have doing things like that. And so that Sunday passes without incident. And you set your watch. So what I'm going to do right now, Venric, for the just one roll, there's still only a 1 on a d6 that night at camp.
Mark a ration off?
Yes, everybody mark a ration off.
That is a 2.
All right. Still no event. The next day dawns. It's clear, a little warmer, but then it's getting colder and colder. That Monday, you continue on your way. As we begin to get closer, you're getting toward, you're getting close. So now we begin to use the dread dice, Brother Bertram. We begin at 1.
5.
No encounter. Celovus, roll me the final. We're now at a dread dice, stage 2.
That is a 3.
Okay. There is no encounter, as at around midday, you reach the outskirts of Fartham. You're just starting to see buildings through the trees and stuff like that. So you can decide what you want to do, if you want to have your camp set in the outskirts still, what the plan is.
That's the question. Should we find a good spot now before the daylight leaves us?
Yes, with this wagon and how hard it is to get it places, so I think that's a good idea to find a nice secluded spot.
My gut tells me we should use a different one than last time, just in case.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So, stay here on the road. Let me go look around. And she and Ruthane will kind of run off into the trees and look around.
All right. you make your way. Give me a survival check.
I got a 17.
Excellent. You find a really nice spot near. There's some big rocks, and you're able to. Actually find it's a really good campsite. The trees are a little closer, and you guys notice that the trees are starting to turn. There are almost no green trees left, and pretty soon you realize now it's beautiful because colors of red and gold, yellow, orange, all these colors as the leaves are changing. The only green trees are the evergreens, and everything around you. This little spot, it's not quite as big a clearing. The trees are a little closer, but there's a small pond not far away, and it's a freshwater pond. And you instantly realize it's good, it's safe. Ruathan goes up and drinks, and you feel good about it.
Okay. Yeah, I trot back to the group and lead them towards it.
As you leave, a tentacle wraps or no. You make your way back to the group, and you tell them you found a good campsite. Assuming you guys all agree, you track back with her. It's a little ways off, and again, Bertram, as soon as you turn off the road, it's such slow going. You're wending in and among the trees, and at first you think Aelwyn has just lost her mind. You're never going to get this, and it's almost full dark by the time you get your wagon pulled back in. There's some of the trees you're sure are going to scrape it. Actually, her eye was true, and you're able to get it back in there, and you realize this is a good campsite because it's well tucked back in. Where you're at, you're a little farther from the road, but it's a little harder to be seen. You're this time on the south of the road, and not quite to where the hills kind of really begin. So you feel pretty confident that this is a good safe spot.
Well done, Arnold. I bought you a tent so you don't have to sleep on the open.
You said, well done, sir.
You drove this wagon without scratching it.
Oh, aye, sir. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate the tent.
Well done, Aelwyn. You found a campsite that my wagon could easily hide within.
Yeah.
Well done, Sir Venric. You rode your horse very good.
That's the least I could do.
All right. That night, you pitch your camp. Do you start a fire? Not start a fire?
Cold, we might want to.
Yeah, it's getting October.
Bertram starts a fire in his fire stove for sure.
It's nice and warm in there. And again, you guys, each of you. So Venric, you're in your new tent. It's comfortable. Clay is very happy. He's in his bedroll in the tent. He sleeps, near the door. But there's a lot more room in here. You see the Scarrow's arrows. They at first kind of keep more to themselves, but before you know it, they're talking to Clay and Arnall and all the others, and they make their introductions to, especially Duncan. He makes his introductions to Celovus and Aelwyn. But Aelwyn, he notices Aelwyn, notices Aelwyn, and
He's oblivious.
He doesn't say anything that's out of bounds or anything like that, but he seems to be a bit enchanted with the beautiful half elf. You guys have just started thinking of her as like one of the guys. She's just one of,
Once you've seen her kill enough people.
Yeah, you've seen her blood spattered face and blasting stuff with spells and everything. But Duncan just is like, oh, hello there, and he doesn't. Again, he's very professional. He doesn't say anything out of bounds or anything. It's not like lecherous or gross or anything like that. He's appreciative. He notices that she is indeed beautiful. And Clay kind of drinks in the atmosphere of all these professional soldiers, and he enjoys having more people around camp, and he's listening to stories and different things like that. Arnold grumbles about cooking for more people, but then he's pretty happy when Hendrix the crossbowman pitches in to help. Hendrix seems to be their cook, so Arnold's not doing it all alone. And before you know it, you guys are all meshing and melding as one big camp, and you're pretty happy with it all.
Bertram will look for some straight logs that he can begin to shape.
All right. Bertram, you find some. Like, when you say logs, how big of logs are you looking to work with?
Like 3 or 4 inch diameter logs.
Okay.
Maybe
How many?
Maybe
how
like
long?
6 to 8 feet.
Okay. You find a log, you begin dragging it back to camp. Remember, it's getting pretty close to dark, so
Okay.
by the time you get it back, you start figuring out what you want to do with it. The others are, gathering in. Campfire's close, and you're able to start. What are you going to start?
Yes, I am going to start making a camp bed.
Camp bed.
Like a cot.
Okay. Are you instead of the one you have in the?
No, this is going to be for Sir Venric.
Oh, okay. All right. You begin working on it a little bit. You don't make a lot of headway right now, but you start to get the rudiments of, some of the side poles and stuff made for it and everything. And sun sets. It's getting dark. It's getting cold. The weather begins to rain a little bit. It's just, again, it's pretty cold weather. And who rolled last?
I think I
And I
did.
think.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Aylwin now. The dread die is at a 2, I believe.
That's a 1.
All right. Something moves, shuffles, howls, or just watches in the darkness. We don't know what, and we can't know right now, because this is where we'll call it for the night.
Nice. What a session.
Good stuff, y'all.